Hello everyone, welcome back to Disneyland. Like I said, jumping back and forth between California Adventure and Disneyland. I'm going to show you what I have new, and I've kind of jumped around a little bit for this one just to go back and fix things that I needed to fix in the past. Starting with this thing over here. I didn't have this done, and it kept bothering me, so I went back and took care of it. You'll see I just added the few buildings back here and lots of random flowers and plants because there are quite a bit of them. It's like a little marketplace setup. So that's done now, and I don't have to worry about that. Coming back here, I did have to modify this building though for the kind of like the secret back entrance. If it's ever too full on Main Street or congested, you can go through these doors here. They'll have it open and it just kind of takes you through the back way. This is just the path, but I didn't put the walls around it. Because if you've ever been back here, you'll see they have the attraction posters, kind of like coming in through the main way here. I do still need to go back and do this. I didn't do that one. Alright, moving on up. We've got the front part here of the castle, which I've constantly been going back and changing to get right, but this part of it is done at least. All this still has to get worked on. So it's just a little path, nothing too special there. Speaking of going back and working on things, I went back and modified the Matterhorn Mountain a little bit more, and I think I'm getting close to it being where I want it. Part of the problem I was having is I realized I made the castle too big. The castle is a little bit bigger than it should be. I'm okay with that though, because if I made it any smaller it wouldn't be very detailed, and it's already kind of missing a lot of details as is. So I'll keep that as it is now. I think I did something over here. I'm not entirely sure what it was. Maybe it was just shortening the path. I was at the park yesterday, and one of the things I noticed was this path was a little bit thinner. I had it thicker here. You'll see I've started just to get an idea of how I want this Matterhorn to look. I just basically took this and you'll see I've got the track going up in the mountain, and I've got it veering off to the side. And I was doing that to make sure, again, the mountain is about the right size so that I could fit it all in there. But soon I'll make the rest of this. Now I don't know if I will be able to fit both of them in here. Not so much the... what's the word? I'm trying to explain how I want this to look, because it's going to be strange having two of these tracks in here. With the game limitations, they won't let them get close to each other, and that's where I think there'll be a lot of problems. So at the very least, I'm going to try my hardest to make one of them, and I think that'll be manageable. But to make two, I don't know if it'll work. And if that's the case, I'll just have the other track where I can put it. It may turn out like the Space Mountain I have over in the Disney World Magic Kingdom Park. If you recall, that one wasn't actually a rideable coaster. But I'll do my best with that. Hopefully it turns out alright. Alright, here's where most of the new things are. Since last time, wait, actually I don't think this was here last time. This is the front for Peter Pan. You'll see I actually did add little ride vehicles in there, similar to what I have in Magic Kingdom. Threw up some kind of nets here to represent those little temporary queue they have, and the front aesthetic. This is where Mr. Toad's gonna go. I didn't put that one in yet though, so still gotta add Toad Hall. I think I stopped here in the last video. So what's new is Pinocchio. Just a simple little entrance for that one. And then the Rose Tavern coming all around this way. I like that I got to use the rose bushes. I always like those in this. Alright. Along with the carousel. Across from it we have Dumbo. I mentioned in the Magic Kingdom video that there's no Dumbo style ride in this game, which is really kind of shocking actually when you look at all of the different rides they have. Nothing is like Dumbo, or even Magic Carpets of Aladdin for that matter. So this is what I use. Just put this in here. We got the Dumbo queue around. Got the Casey Jr. queue in the little picnic area. You kind of come up here. Got the exit over here. Because they don't have, you can't have a loading station at an angle, because for Casey Jr. it's actually like this. I just popped it in right behind here. Then you'll see I have the track, somewhat, a very rough version of the Canal Boats. So Canal Boats go through here. This is where you'll have Monstro's head. Casey Jr. goes up above it, goes around this way, wraps around, and comes back over here. I went and added the path, just again, kind of a rough placement to kind of finish this up over here. And then this is the changing point to Frontierland. You'll see I've got the path at both of the entrances to Galaxy's Edge. So this is where Thunder Mountain would be. When you come up, this is that first one. And coming around here, this is kind of the one that they make look like the main entrance, the one that actually has the poster on it for coming soon. And that way I can kind of push on over here and start building Galaxy's Edge. You'll see I'm hitting the park limit, so I'll have to push that back. Alright, I think that's it as far as new things go. As always, I'll slap it to nighttime real quick. So this area's lighted. And here's a quick look at Fantasyland. Alright, and that will pretty much do it for this video. I think I will jump back to California Adventure and do some more on that one. But that's it. So, as always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.